What's up? It's your girl Big Legs, and you are on an episode with us. I do have somebody coming in the camera just a little bit. You are with us on the couch. Today we do have a special guest. Before I do an introduction on her, though, I would like to give a shout out and a thank you to we do have our sponsor here as well. But I do want to give a shout out to our platform provider, which is YouTube. You know where to look us up everywhere. We're Righteously the Podcast, Righteous Media Group, and all that. We do want to give a shout out to YouTube. I also want to give a shout out to Miss Tierra, who is the CEO and owner of the tea, herb, and coffee company called La'fleur. Would you like to give us a little introduction on you and tell us what you got going on?
All right, wait a minute.
Dang.
No.
I did act like Tino wasn't here. I didn't let him get a little introduction.
Hey. But no, yeah, shout out to, the Light New Window Cleaner.
Yes.
You did. We ain't had no on the couch guests in a second, you feel me? The last one we had was a little bound, so goddamn we had to, you feel me, get the right person. You did. Crank it back up with. So we started business owners. So the next couple of people we probably gonna be some, some young black business owners, doing their thing. I'm sure you did. Yes. So yeah, I think it was a good follow up type shit. For Appreciate you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Taking time out your day to come, shoot our podcast. We appreciate that.
Yes. Appreciate y'all.
For sure. And yeah, hey, Book can make it here today.
So we're carrying the load.
This nigga's a general manager out there. But no, you good. But yeah, we get into where you from?
I am from Birmingham, well, by way of Bessemer. But I currently live in the Hueytown area. I service basically all of Birmingham, mostly Western Jefferson County. But
you say you serve, what you mean by that?
So majority of my clientele are in the area as far as like local deliveries, because I do a little, on the go service. So yeah. I make drinks. I make iced drinks, hot drinks, lattes, iced coffees, herbal teas, refreshers, flavored lemonades, tea-based lemonades, and I do deliver those Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m.
That's nice.
Okay, let's go back. Go back a little bit. Okay, you say you from Birmingham. Where you grew up
at? So I grew up in Hueytown, Bessemer. So like my parents grew up in Hueytown, and my grandparents still live there. So I spent a lot of time there, which is, basically right next door to Bessemer. I lived in Bessemer for several years, basically until I was about 14 or 15. And then my family moved to Tierra, and that's where I graduated high school. I moved to Tuscaloosa after that. I went to Stillman College.
Okay, shout out to State. That's HBCU.
It is.
Okay, shout out to the HBCU.
I cheered for Stillman my freshman year. Then I transferred to UA. Took a break off from school, came back home, and then I ended up going back to UAB and graduating from there with my business degree.
Oh, that's dope. And in the midst of that, is that whenever you sparked up the business idea? Was it always what it was, or did you go off and do a few other ventures before you finally got focused on what you thought you were going to do?
So yeah, this idea actually came, well, now it's been 7 years when the idea first came, but 7 years ago I started a blog, and it was a women's empowerment blog called Blossoming Black Girl. And then I eventually, I think after a year or two, I changed the name to Blossoming Unlimited, because I didn't want to box myself in to just, Black women, just all. But I did.
Niggas got there. Like,
but no, I wanted it to be for women of color still. Yeah. But just all, women of color.
Yeah,
different types.
I get what you're saying.
Different walks of life. So that was basically just my journey, my spiritual growth journey. I shared a lot of like my personal testimony, things that I had gone through over the past few years. And when I started it, I was a new mom. So I was going through like postpartum depression. I talked a little bit about that. So that was just like a way that I coped with that situation. So I started the blog, and I spent a lot of time like in the coffee shops, actually writing the blog. Mm-hmm. So it was mostly Starbucks. I think I went to like.
I see you want people writing go to Starbucks with your laptop. Get the timer to get you ice smoker. I don't drink coffee, so I drink coffee, but I gotta be like at the hospital. That's the only time I drink coffee.
You gotta start. You gotta change that. That's why I brought that back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm
at the hospital only is crazy.
Yeah, right. Whenever I just have to be at the hospital.
Now you can drink it on the couch. Period.
Type shit. Yeah, you got some liquor infused coffee?
I don't, but I have done events where like I've had spiked coffee. So I have a drink called a brown sugar white mocha, and I added crown vanilla to that. It's really good.
I love spiked coffee.
It's really good. Yes. I spike my lemonades with tequila. Even the ones that's got like herbal tea in them. Really good spiked. But yeah.
So you trying to like, have you like reached out to like stores and shit like to get like a, you know, they got Mike's hard lemonade, like a boom, a LaFleur hard lemonade.
So iced coffee. I haven't. It's really like it's a process. Yeah. So I think the easiest way or the easiest place to start is like the local Piggly Wigglies as far as like my actual package products. Yeah. Because I do package my loose herbal teas too. So I think that's a start, but I haven't really done that. I have had my products displayed in a friend of mine. He has a store called The Hub, Young Entrepreneurs, The Hub. And it's basically like a place where Black businesses can come together and basically turn his shop into their own storefront. So you can rent it by the month, by the day. You can host events there. And then he has like, I guess, different programs, I guess you can say, where you can pay monthly or however he does it to have your products on display like on a daily basis.
Well, that's nice. So that's a great opportunity to especially get out there, especially when it's a small business owner. What would you say your proudest moment so far has been? Like, what is a memorable moment that you've had in this journey? Because it's definitely a hard one, starting off in a small town or just taking off. What's been your proudest moment so far with your journey?
I think making the Birmingham Times newspaper.
All right.
I think that's like probably one of the biggest moments for me.
The section in that bit.
That's nice.
So being able to see like my name, you know, I had a 2-page spread, so I was just like, that's a big deal to me, especially, you know, in my hometown. Like, it would be cool to see it somewhere else, but it means a lot when it's at home.
Yeah. When was this?
So that was last year.
Actually. Okay.
That's nice.
And my
being
trying to go a little further,
right?
But yeah, that was last year, and then I did a Fred Davenport interview because.
All right, he's that funny as
I've been watching Fred Davenport for a long time.
He be every fucking well covering every goddamn thing.
So to be able to have, you know, an interview with him, like, that was a big deal for me too. So yeah, I mean, and then really everything is big. Yeah. Just even to sit here, like having people that actually want to hear what you got going on, like that means a lot to me.
Right. Yeah, I always tell people you ain't gonna be able to enjoy the top if you don't cherish the little moments or the big moments. Because I mean, it don't have to be little. This is stuff that's building up to get where you wanted to go.
Yeah,
for sure.
This is big.
I appreciate y'all. Cause she was the same way. Hey, she came and you feel me, take time out of the day to come over here. She could be selling coffee. Hey, so she with the brand right here. with the goddamn. I like how you got it wrapped up too with the gold.
I do that.
The gold got 24. Well, okay, La'fleur Coffee Boutique House Blend. Do you go? This the OG. This the Czar. Hey, this is Czar right here. This 12 ounces in this bitch. You see, you got it wrapped up in a bag. Woo, wow. Hey, yeah, that shit smell good. So, do you go into making it, like actually making the flavors and shit?
So no, I do not. So, as far as I have one blend that I've designed myself. So,
yeah,
flavored coffee, majority of the time is like genetically modified. Like it's gonna be some like chemicals in it. So I only have one flavored coffee right now, and it's the white chocolate mousse. And those were actually my starters. So I called the house blend the OG because that was like the first coffee that I ever, sourced from anybody. And so when I started, I did like private label. So there was a roaster in Ohio that I was working with, and so they were basically I would design my labels and stuff like that, and they would just package it for me. They would do the roasting, the grinding, and packaging for me. But as I got into it and I started doing more research, I started like getting connected with farmers overseas and just really trying to like learn more. Huh?
You know, Alabama with the coffee ground.
No, I had with some of my accessories because I sell accessories too.
Yeah.
Like the coffee scoops and stuff like that. Stuff that I've gotten like personalized with the logo. Like I have but I kind of steered away from the flavored coffee because I wanted it to be natural and I wanted people to be able to taste the flavor notes because of how
flavor
it was
notes.
Yeah.
What the note is? What's the note?
Medium.
No. So that's the type of roast.
Okay.
So
the note is the type of roast. No, my bad. I wasn't trying to cut you off. I was trying to see what a note is.
She was asking was like the roast medium was that like a flavor note, but no, those are like they have like light roast.
He don't drink coffee, so he don't know what we're.
Yeah, I'm about to say, what that mean?
Light roast, medium roast, dark roast. That's just how long that raw coffee bean has been roasted in a roaster.
Okay.
So people say or people think off the bat that a dark roast is stronger. It's not. So the lighter the roast, the stronger the coffee. And that's what a lot of people don't know.
So it's not like how chocolate is, like a darker chocolate, more richer. It's not like that with coffee beans.
So you're actually going to get more caffeine and more of the flavor when it's roasted lighter. Most people are going to go to medium, and I do that. So the only one that I have that's like a light to medium roast is my Honduras coffee, and that's straight from Honduras. It's a whole bean. It's got flavor notes of like wine, lemongrass. It's a little cocoa in there, but it's like I know it sounds like a bunch of different stuff mixed in, but it's really good. Like once you actually taste it, that's actually one of my favorites. And then just doing research, of course, I discovered that coffee originated in Africa. Yeah. It originated in Ethiopia. So my first blend is the Goddess blend, and it's Ethiopian coffee and Tanzanian coffee, which is another country in Africa.
And I actually research on that.
I'm gonna have to use these.
Honduras blend.
So I get those beans in, and that one is probably like the most expensive. Those bags are running like $20 a bag, because it costs a lot for me to get it in, and then once I get those beans in, I grind them myself and I blend the beans myself, and then I package them.
Okay. I will ask you that. Like, do you go through the actual? I know you guys say you don't do the flavoring, but like the processing, which you guys just answered. But
so
I getting the coffee beans to grind the beans up.
I started not doing any of that myself, and as I started growing in my business and learning more, it was like I wanted to really get into coffee, like real deal coffee. So I wanted to start being able to connect with the the coffee farmers.
Yeah.
Not just roasters. Like I wanted to go to the source and be able to get it and figure out, how to do it myself. So
Yeah.
I don't roast a lot, but I have roasted the beans that I was just telling y'all about from Africa. And that was just giving me experience. Like, cause eventually I don't want to just be selling it. Like I want to have my hands on all of it. Cause that's where majority of the money is in the coffee industry. And it's over, well, it's like a $80 billion industry.
I see what Starbucks. I bet it is.
Yeah, no, the way you talking to, I love that you're actually knowledgeable about what you're doing and you actually wanting to go to the store. Because, some folks, they'll get a few customers, they'll be like, oh, shoot, we booming. You actually wanted to get down. You're like, okay, I did this, but I actually want to learn some more. And I feel like that's a beautiful thing to hear. Because a lot of people they get to selling and they be like, oh, I don't want my hands
I don't know where this shit come from. Fuck
yeah.
They be like, I ain't never roast a coffee bean in my life.
Where did you really get the beans from? They be like, oh, like, everything from who to call on the farm, to who's touching it.
Hey, my nigga. Hey, man, what the fuck? All my 80 pounds of beans. Hey, man, what's up, man? Hey, man, this shit late, my nigga. Hey, so have you ever, thought about, or ever did, actually going all the way to the, flying to Honduras, going to the coffee bean? What's the coffee plant? What they call? Where the coffee bean come from? Casanova?
No, it's I can't say that. For one, I don't want to give out. I don't want to spill out my tea, but I can't pronounce that name for nothing. The one in Honduras, it's like Casa.
No, I want to talk about. No, I want to talk about. I'm talking about the plant. What's the name of the plant the coffee bean come from? Or that what you wasn't trying to say?
That's not okay. It. No, you asked a good question.
I don't want to try to stump it. I want the cocoa plant, the poppy plant. Nah, it ain't poppy plant.
Not a cocoa plant, but I will say I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but they're cherries before they become seeds.
Oh, they cherries?
Yeah, so they're called
like rice cherries.
They look like cherries, so they can be green or red. Greenish, reddish, but they're called coffee cherries, and then
they like a flower.
Yeah, okay. So they turn to beans, and you have it elevation. You're not gonna hear about a lot of coffee beans being grown in Alabama. Like the elevation makes a difference. Temperature, of course. So that's why you're gonna find probably your best beans in Africa. But the house blend, those beans are actually from Brazil, I believe. Yeah, Brazil. But it's a blend of Central American beans, but majority of them come from Brazil. And they have good beans as well. Guatemala, Costa Rica. Which I feel like a lot of people do South American beans a lot, so I haven't really tapped into a whole lot of that.
Have you been able to get the benefits on whenever you're drinking the coffee or the teas or anything like that? Do you have any benefits or favorite things that you get out of drinking it?
So one thing that I did learn, black coffee by itself, it has a lot of antioxidants, especially if it doesn't have any of those chemicals from the flavored coffees. It's actually really good for for me, I used it for weight loss. So
you drank coffee to lose weight?
I did.
Yeah, I can drink coffee. I didn't know that.
Off of it because there was also a TikTok trend going around where this lady was doing black coffee and lemon juice. I did my black coffee and lemon juice, bottled it, put a label on it, and it sold like hotcakes.
That's crazy.
And that black coffee, you talking about just
but it
no cream, no sugar, no just straight black coffee.
It'll it'll kind of suppress your appetite, and then the antioxidants, it kind of helps basically
clear you out.
Clear you out.
Yeah, because I sure was about to say, so do it make a difference if you put the creamer in there or not? Or is that just a coffee thing that it just... Because I feel like coffee do kind of run through you on different days.
So it can run through you by itself just because it's got a lot of antioxidants. But, and that's another thing, that's a good point. The dairy products. So I don't do any dairy.
Okay. I don't need
all of my...
Not by choice.
But this...
My body fuck mode.
That's good. But like all the dairy creamers and stuff, they can increase, those symptoms. But when I'm selling coffee like at the markets and to my customers in general, they only have non-dairy options.
Okay.
That was up, because that's what I was gonna need, a non-dairy option. And you said that's how you like to drink yours, straight? Mm-hmm. No chase.
Or yeah, I have my favorites.
Yeah, that was my next question. What's your favorite so far in your line?
I say for the coffee beans or the packaged coffee, the Honduras is actually my favorite. I love the Goddess blend too, but I feel like the Honduras is just like unbeatable. Like I don't never need anything added to that one. And it pairs.
That's
really
the one that
well.
you said tastes like kind of like wine.
Okay. It's got some really cool flavor notes.
It's a wine and cocoa, I think. Yeah, the taste notes. Yes, I'm learning.
It's got a little lemongrass in there too. My teas, herbal teas, I'm gonna go with the Immunity Boost tea, and that's still doing really good right now. But I created that during COVID, and it's elderberry, hibiscus, and lemongrass.
Hibiscus? Hey, that what a hibiscus is? That's a spice?
It's a flower.
Oh, it's a flower. Okay. It's a ground up flower. I put it in the bean.
No. So this is herbal tea. So we done went from coffee to herbal tea.
Okay,
so
okay. The coffee. Okay, so the coffee is just like the boom. I do coffee, but I also sell tea and got lemonade on the side.
Yeah.
Type shit. Okay.
So like I'm trying to make it, and that was another reason why I kind of strayed away from the flavored coffees, because I was gonna go. It was this brand that I was really like inspired by. Once I started doing research and I saw just how profitable they were becoming off of the different flavored coffees, like she got crazy flavors. And I just had to realize like that ain't for me. That's not what I'm called to do. So I realized that I'm supposed to have like more natural things. And then I added to the menu the herbal teas, and that also is something that like came from like childhood. So my great grandmother, Arsenio Jackson, God rest her soul, she is the first person that kind of like told me that herbs actually had benefits, or like there were, basically that they could be used as like medicine. So that's something I've been knowing since a child, but I didn't really take it as seriously. Right. And then she actually was like telling me more stuff before she died. She passed away last year. But I'm putting it into my business. So everything that I do is made with love, number one, but I put a lot of effort into it. I do a lot of research with the blends, especially. Yeah. And I have simple blends because I know like once you add too much stuff, like it can become more of a hazard than a help. So I'm really careful when it comes to that stuff. But I have a few tea blends. The Immunity Boost, which I said was my favorite. I got one for anxiety, and it's a sleep aid and it's for anxiety. But it's got lavender, chamomile, and lemon peel.
Yeah, that's you chill out, goddamn lavender.
Yeah. It's called Lights Out.
That sounds like a drink. I want to try that. Hey, what's your tea? So you got tea bags?
So, well, it's loose tea. I used to sell them by like single bags. So I put like 7 bags in a package. Yeah. But they got to be too much work. So I realized like a lot of people just like the loose tea, and you can use like what's it called? The strainers.
I ain't never had no blue tea before.
Yeah, you can buy those on Amazon and just steep it for 3-5 minutes. Hot water, boil it on the stove. However you want to do it. If you got a tea kettle,
yeah. And with your tea, you like your tea straight, or you put sugar in your tea?
I don't put sugar.
Honey.
Yeah.
Honey.
I'm about to say you got down. You lie that unsweet tea now. That shit taste like death.
But yeah, I do.
Your might be better though. They might just be date unsweet tea. Your unsweet tea might be good without this shit.
Some of it is good, but I usually do lemon and honey. And then I had the refreshers where I like add strawberry. I have homemade lemonades. I add the lemonade. I have a lemon berry refresher. Got a magical lemonade. That's got butterfly pea flower tea. I can talk all day about this stuff. Like
it's so interesting though. It's really interesting because it's not something that you see every day. So it's like really interesting when you actually find somebody in that league, and it's like okay,
especially like now,
and then you know what you're talking about. So it's like okay,
yeah, you the CEO of this. So goddamn, you feel me? You come up with somebody goddamn, she knows the fuck she's talking about.
Right, that's why they gave you 2 pages in the Birmingham. Like you really know what you got going on. I love that.
Up. Yeah. You got it on your shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put an order in for some tea. I just made some tea and it was so nasty. I felt so. I'm like, I went to the store trying to save some money because I kept buying medicine bottles from Starbucks. Mm-hmm. I said, man, this tea tastes so nasty.
I guess alternative to the medicine bottle is the immunity. I spell it different, so it looks like mint tea.
Oh, okay. Immunity tea.
Okay, but you put it up where you got the dash. Okay, yeah.
See, if you can see it, you know what I'm saying. I can't say it right, but anyway, it's the immunity boost tea, but it's just peppermint added in there.
I did hibiscus, peppermint, and something with some ginger, and I think it has some lemon in it.
It's probably the ginger.
I think it was the ginger.
Be a little harsh.
I put so much honey. I'm putting sugar cubes. I said, this tastes horrible.
See, you had that La'fleur.
I couldn't even get my little coffee going. I'm like, I'm just going to have to thug it out.
You had that La'fleur in there. You had that La'fleur in there.
I'm going to get my immunity. And then I'm going to
immunity.
Yeah. I want to go back a little bit real quick, though. So what made you just start like, I'm finna do this shit with this coffee? Like, what put that in you? Like, I don't know nobody that just do coffee. You the only person I know who out there, you feel me, do coffee.
So, like I was saying, I was doing my blog and I was in Starbucks. And it was like a day that I was there where I just had like an epiphany where I was looking at the people around me like, you folks don't look like me. I don't feel like I belong in here. This not the vibe I want. And so I had like just something in me that was like, dang, like I wish I could start my own coffee shop. Like I wish I could create something that would, you know, attract people like me or the girl like me or whatever.
To actually want to sit in there because we going there. We just ain't chilling in there.
Yeah.
Because the vibe.
It's real strict.
Exactly. Like I'm a vibe person, so like if the vibes off, I don't really want to be there, and I don't like having to be somewhere where like I gotta have my headphones in the whole time. Like I'm just in there, like I'm really in here trying to catch a vibe, and it's just off. So basically, this that was where the idea came from. But I sat on it for like 5 years.
It was 5 years before you.
Before I even like stepped out on it, I was still doing my blog, and it was really the pandemic that gave me that push. And I was like, dang, like I need to figure out how to do this. So I was like, I can't just jump out here. Like I don't know nothing. Like I'm still in school at this time.
Yeah.
Because I ain't graduated until August of 21 from UAB. So like,
congratulations though, you did graduate. Yeah. That was up.
Took some time, but I got there. But
some niggas just go and goddamn. Me being some niggas, but yeah, that was up. I congratulate everybody who got there, did that shit and got through that shit.
That's dope.
Yeah, that was up. So
I just basically had to do my I started doing research, and so the easiest way to get in was the private label. Um, well, starting to sell the bags online. And
my bad. But
go
private
ahead.
label, is that there's like the name of it, private label, or there's just
So it's a business term.
okay.
Basically, when you're private labeling any type of product, it's like you're buying it wholesale from somebody else, or you're buying it in batches per se from somebody, and they're doing the packaging. They making it for you, and they doing the packaging for you.
Okay.
So I could have done
like a vendor kind of.
Yeah, they're a vendor. But you have the option to to drop ship. So they could have been putting my labels on everything, and I could have never touched the product. But I'm not like this. So like once I got my hands on it and time passed by, I saw how well it did just with those. I was like, okay, I want to do this myself.
Right, because with all that drop shipping and stuff, that you have to give them a percentage, don't you?
Yeah, so it's a certain I did do the numbers. So I was actually saving myself some money, like because I was paying them to print the labels and everything. I was sending them the designs, but I'm paying them for the product. I'm also paying for the packaging and the labeling. So
yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, had to cut one of the middlemen
out.
Still working on the other ones.
I got you.
So as of right now, is this all e-commerce, or are you looking to transition into getting your own coffee shop, or
so that's good.
Going in the stores, retail,
Yeah.
get the floor special.
So I a year after I started, I signed my first lease in downtown Birmingham. I jumped too fast and I had to I backed out. So I never opened that store. And then a year after that, exactly a year later, I opened in Fairfield. I left Fairfield March of this year. So basically those were two of the biggest lessons that I've learned since I've been in business. And a lot of people are not able to get to that point, like to have a storefront in that short amount of time. And I feel like I was just trying to move too fast, but it's so many other things, and I needed that. Like I needed that time there, and I needed to learn from those situations, so that I could become better. Right. But right now, I'm out in the community. Like I was saying, I'm doing local deliveries. I do e-commerce. I do farmers markets. I do pop-ups. I cater for schools, businesses. I got a proposal right now for some hospitals. So I'm trying to
get some hospitals.
So I'm trying to just position myself to where I can be making money without having to do nothing.
Yeah.
And then I think my next move, once I solidified some of these contracts, I think my next move is actually going to be a truck rather than brick and mortar, which that's the vision. So I'm not throwing that out the window.
Right,
I
just already delivering. Like you got deliveries, you can pull around. I seen somebody say, "I wish the food trucks would come around the block like the ice cream truck."
Oh man, oh man.
I'm like, okay, LaFleur.
Well, for yourself, pull up out that bitch. Shit, look at that steak bowl for you, my nigga. That lime on that bitch. Yeah. So with the storefront, was it like the visual with the storefront? Was you like just selling bad, or like was it gonna be like they order something, goddamn, you feel me? You got folks in that bit making what they order type shit. And
I was making what they
yeah.
So it was a lot. So I had my bags and stuff in there. I had bottled drinks, because I sell stuff by the bottle too, like some of the the menu items.
Yeah.
That you can get cooked. I bottle those too. But I was selling, basically just cups. And then I had partnered with the lady that did desserts and like breakfast items. So I was doing that, and it was doing pretty good
but that's
at
like,
first. But just
Do you think it was location?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I think that area, and I wanted it to work so bad.
Yeah.
Because I just felt like that's what that area needed, and I knew that they were trying to build it up. And it didn't, but
See, sometimes, cause I know you guys say it's a festival. I mean, obviously, niggas got there try to fuck their own folk. Like, hey, put a more coffee shop down here. Come on, this motherfucker, but sometimes you gotta look at it and fuck it. Y'all might have to come goddamn to downtown to goddamn get this shit. Or I gotta build this shit the best area, goddamn. I think you feel with flourish or goddamn do the best that. Cause you can try to help your community like a motherfucker, but sometimes your community won't help you. Type of shit. You gonna be some people. I know on your way up, probably some people who ain't got down. I don't even drink coffee. Fuck that.
And I ain't gonna put the city down or nothing. Like,
yeah, for sure. It just be.
It be like that. It just be like that.
Like that be like that. You still fuck with them. Ain't no bad blood with y'all now, but like, I'm finna put this shit with folk gonna fuck with it. A lot of your customers and shit gonna be people you don't even fucking know. Type of shit.
Yeah. And it's wild, like cause I actually, since I've left there, I went through my little season of depression. I couldn't stay down too long. Like I still got bills to pay. I got kids. I got a family.
Yeah.
But I had to sit there, just basically just sit in my shit for a minute and try to figure it out. Like, okay, what am I doing, or what could I be doing better? And I just had to keep me moving my feet. So it's just like, you just got to find where your people are. So I started really like looking at the analytics, basically, whenever I was doing something, an event, looking at the numbers in certain areas. And I'm still doing it right now. And honestly, my customer base, the majority is in Hoover. And that's hard when I think about it.
That's crazy. But that's who be like in the teas and hers and natural stuff. Like, I ain't gonna say a specific name, but we know what's happening. We know what's going on.
Yeah, my business, I like the window cleaning. I got a lot of my shit is on the south side of Birmingham. I'm based in Hoover for real. Niggas ain't getting their fucking window clean like that. I keep that shit 100. I'm glad I be saying shit on here, but why ain't no niggas got down?
Right.
It be the white folk. She ain't saying that. This just me. It be the white folk. It be the white folks who got down. Y'all finna go get some of this shit. This shit is good. Goddamn shit.
But yeah, it's a beautiful thing though, because like you said, you started off just being a group based on empowering Black women, and then you finally did your building block and you expanded your horizons, and now it's really working in your favor. So it's definitely a beautiful thing to hear and see, and I do want to give you flowers on that. And I definitely hope much success for you, because this is motivating for me to hear as a young woman in the industry of business and just trying to become something and do something. And March was 7 months ago, and look at you now. Like, the numbers are probably doing what they're supposed to do, everything working in your good. The adversity brought a great opportunity, and I love that. And I love that we got you here.
Thank you.
It's going to be big one day. I'm like, man, we had her before the truck. Before the Hoover front. Like, what's up?
Before the flow coffee got done. Because shit, that shit rising. That coffee bean, what y'all say that, the industry? Oh,
80 billion.
80 billion.
It's probably more now. It's an old number, so.
And ain't none of them dollars got down.
Hey, we got
you got access to all the
Black people in general. We have like 4% state, and it's rising little by little, because there are actually a lot of Black-owned companies out here. People just don't hear a lot about them. And it's multiple in Birmingham. Travel Love Coffee, Gigi. She has been a huge help to me.
Yeah. Shout out to Travel Love Coffee.
I'm going to shout her out. Rochelle's Coffee in Centerpoint. They doing their thing right now. Who else can I think of? The best coffee you can buy. That's downtown, South Side. Siena coffee. They do a lot of Colombian roasts.
Hey,
Great people.
shout out them.
All black people.
You gonna
That's
got there?
dope.
Hey, you gonna be up there too. You gonna be up there too. I see you got there. You grinding your ambition.
Yeah. It's just, greatness take time sometimes. And I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
So
It's gonna take some time. You
I
definitely
used
gonna
to
do
beat
that.
myself up like whenever I made a mistake, but I don't do that no more. Like, and I'm very transparent about the mistakes that I make, so that I can help the next person. Cause I ain't gonna withhold no information.
Yeah, they can help somebody else.
Right.
You're not gonna hurt me by
I
giving you
ain't
the
know
information type shit.
nothing.
Yeah, that was up. So, what's your vision? If you can see it, a lot of people got down, especially black people, can't see that shit. We got down trying to live for tomorrow. Got down. What's your What's your vision? What's your company in 2023 in 2027?
I can't put a date on it, but I can tell you the vision that I got 7 years ago. And the vision was that I had multiple locations. I ain't have to serve no drinks. I get in there and do it myself, but I have dreams like that's like one of those spiritual gifts that God has given me. He be giving me dreams. I be seeing stuff. I don't be knowing how I'm gonna get there, but I be seeing it, and I know that it's not that vivid for no reason.
Yeah.
So I've seen locations in different areas. I've seen, just an environment, a welcoming environment for everybody, a vibe for everybody, a place where business owners would meet up.
Yeah.
Just, man, a place for events, for spoken word events, all the stuff that I love, all the arts, everything that I love. That's what I see. I don't know when it's coming. Like, I can't give you a detail. I can't really tell you where I'm gonna be next year. I know I want to be, but like things can change drastically within 6 months. Stuff can change in a week. Like, you just never know. But I know, like, it's gonna be something big. If I do go into the truck next year, which hopefully by next year I am, mobile actually in a truck and not in my personal truck. But that would be great. I'd be happy with it.
No,
so I know eventually, however long it's gonna take, it's gonna get there, and I'm not gonna stop.
Right. And we want to host the event in that bill. We're gonna hit you up. We'll do a spelling bee or something.
We can do that.
No, so that hard though. That hard.
Yes. Well, like she said, on her note, can't really tell when the vision will be, but God's timing is always perfect timing, and it's never off time. I do thank you for coming out. I love that you have enlightened us so much, because I know he don't learn a lot because he don't drink coffee. But I have learned so much, and I drink coffee every day. And I'm over here like, I probably need to start drinking that, but I don't know about that stuff. And I do be drinking that flavored coffee. I probably don't drink flavored coffee tomorrow. You got chemicals in it. I done chemicalized myself. Lord. But yes, I definitely love that. I appreciate you coming out. I can't wait until we're in your platform and we're doing what you have always envisioned. Definitely a beautiful thing. I do want to do one more thing. Do you have any advice for anybody who is trying to venture off into a business? I know you kind of gave us some stars and everything, but just something intentional to let people know, give them some hope.
Anything they do.
Anything really.
Okay, I say with anything that you do, always keep the vision at the forefront of your mind. Like, don't let society or what people are doing around you affect your journey, or how you think about yourself. Don't let people's opinions start to change your vision. Like, whatever that vision was initially, that's what it is. Like, there's no altering that vision. There may be different ways, different paths that you take to get there. But like, don't ever let anybody's opinions or um, their failures, their whatever.
Put it off on you.
Yeah, like don't absorb any of that negativity. Like keep your eye on the prize.
Yes, amen. I'm gonna see if Ace Boogie could put the organ in the back, and she was preaching. So if you weren't listening to the word, you missed out. But again, thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much for coming out, Miss Tierra, the CEO, the everything.
You did.
I have it in here, hand grained by her. What you gotta say, Tino?
I was gonna say, plug yourself in. What everybody got down can follow you to hit you up to get your coffee or your herbal tea, all that.
So you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at La'fleur Coffee Boutique, and it's LAFLEUR Coffee Boutique. You can DM to purchase. Right now, our website is down. It will be back up at the first of the year because we got some new things on the way. But we are having a pop-up for Small Business Saturday at Plenty of Vino Wine and Plant Shop in Hoover. So it's in that plaza with TJ Maxx. So Saturday, November 25th, I will be there starting at 9 a.m. until we sell out. Small Business Saturday.
I'm gonna have to come by.
Plenty of vino.
Yes, this smells good. Y'all better shop. I haven't opened it, but
it's pumping through.
It's strong. These is from outside of the country, so you know this is real, and I can smell it through the bag. This is beautiful.
Thank you.
I could taste it. No chemicals.
So you got anything you want to motivation? Anything you want to just leave the folk?
Hey, I feel like she really did everything. Definitely an empowerment for me as a young woman, just trying to become something. Like you had said, you gave a lot of good and encouraging words. It can be a lot of things going through, but I feel as though through every adversity is a great opportunity. And as long as you if you look at the L's from the past as a blessing, it's always going to be a lesson and it won't be an L anymore, if that makes any sense. So you just got to look at things from a different perspective and keep your vision in front of you and remember why you started in the first place. For sure.
You did. And y'all, we got down business on the week. You gotta say this Saturday. We gotta put this out for Saturday. All the business owners, everybody who got down got some shit going on. Ain't no ill. You did just learn the experience. Everybody got down, you feel me, doing their thing, she doing her thing. My business for you, she gonna got down ass motherfucking own shops and shit, La'fleur shops all throughout this bitch, like Starbucks and shit. Even 4% of 80 billion. Shit, that's still a lot of 4% of 80 billion. Shit, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, 80 billion. No, I want to be in the industry. But yeah, do your thing. I appreciate you for coming.
Yeah,
keep on doing your goddamn thing. You did.
Thank you.
Take them out, Nick.
Yes, we are out.
Yep.